Hello, and welcome back to another Bobby Quarters Making Sense podcast. This is the third episode, and this episode we're talking about the Cleveland Torso murders. So, let's get into it.
I bid you welcome.
The Cleveland Torso murders. The Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run. In Cleveland, Ohio, between 1934 and 1938, 13 people, that being 6 women and 7 men, were killed in the Kingsbury Run area of the city. 3 of these 13 were identified, and almost all were vagrants or sex workers. All of the victims were decapitated, and in some cases the heads were never found. The killer often dismembered the body through the torso. Not one body was found fully intact. The Kingsbury Run area in the 1930s was a bleak and dangerous place where many lived in terrible conditions. They're very poor, sometimes referred to as the hobo jungle. Just east of Kingsbury Run is this area known as the Roaring Third. It's known for bars, gambling dens, and brothels, so it kind of sounds like a typical Cleveland. The first victim, a woman in her 30s, was found on the shores of Lake Erie on September 5th, 1934. What was found was a partial torso, thighs, and random other body parts. The head was missing. Her skin was leathery from a chemical preservative. September 23, 1935, in Edward Andrassy, a hospital orderly, was found at the base of Jackass Hill. He was drained of blood, naked, emasculated, and rope burns were all over his wrists. The same day that the third victim was found, a 40-year-old man, unidentified. He was near the second victim. This third victim also had the same type of chemical burns or preservative found on him from the first killing. January 26, 1936, the fourth victim, a Florence Paleo, was wrapped in a newspaper, dismembered, and placed in separate baskets near the manufacturing building. She was a barmaid, a waitress, as well as a sex worker. June 5th, 1936. The head of the fifth victim, an unidentified male, was found wrapped in trousers in the Kingsbury Run area. The rest of him was found in front of the Nickel Plate police station in the rail yard. That's a pretty daring move on the killer's part, in my opinion, to leave a body in plain sight of a police station. I mean, I don't know if he's asking or teasing them. Kind of like nana, but hey. On July 22nd, 1936, a sixth victim was found, an unidentified 40-year-old man in the woods near Clinton Road. This victim appeared to have been dead for 2 months upon his discovery. It also appeared that the killer that he was killed on sight due to all the blood on the ground. On September 10th, 1936, a seventh victim was an unidentified man was found near the train tracks. His death was caused by a decapitation. It was done in a manner that the coroner said that it was done with one stroke. The killer was very educated in human anatomy, and to sum it up, he really just knew what he was doing. By this point, everyone in the city was talking about this. There wasn't a person who didn't know about it. So it kind of it put a lot of pressure on the investigative authorities, a Peter Maleo and a Martin Zielinski. They each interviewed, I don't know if they each did, but I found a report that read that they interviewed over 1,500 people all on their own. Even I have a photo here of Peter Maleo undercover. Not his best disguise, but hey, He's definitely putting the work in. They definitely were not dragging their feet with this one. On February 23rd, 1937, an eighth victim was found. An unidentified woman in her 20s was found on the east shore of Brathanal. On June 5th, 1937, a ninth victim named to be Rose Wallace was found under the Lorraine Carn Bridge, and what was found was a partial skull as well as a bag of bones. July 6, 1937, the 10th victim, an unidentified man in his mid to late 30s, was found in the Cuyahoga River. His heart and all abdominal organs were missing. In April or May of 1938, parts of the 11th victim were found in the Cuyahoga River. It was an unidentified woman that was discovered, and upon the autopsy, they found drugs in her system. Now, this was the first time drugs had ever been found in any of these victims, so this was something that was interesting, but later kind of got brushed over and disregarded. With the murders ongoing, Mayor Harold Burton pressured the safety director, Elliot Ness, a law enforcement agent, mostly known for busting of corrupt police officers, taking down notorious street gangs, as well as busting Al Capone. This case ran the risk of tainting and forever ruining his reputation, as well as Elliot Ness's track record. On the 16th of August, in 1938, the 12th and 13th victim, both unidentified, were found in full view of Elliot Ness's office window. On August 18th, at 12:40 a.m., Ness and about 35 cops raided Hobo Jungle, rounded up 63 men, searched all the shacks there for signs of the killer or any clues. Ness had ordered that all of the shacks were to be burnt to the ground, and all of the tenants there were to be charged with homelessness, which they had no choice but to plead guilty of. Now, some case experts have said that this is something that Ness did in order to try and protect some of them and not cause the body count to rise, which the killing stopped after this raid. No more happened. And the case just kind of went into the cold case files and stayed there. Various sleuths and internet sleuths have always tried to crack it and figure it out, independent detectives as well. But it kind of just stops right there. Now, there's plenty of theories to go on. If there's a few that you'd like for us to go into or talk more about the theories in these, let us know. Got some more vlogs and true crime stories coming at you. So come back, stick around, and see what else is here.